Today I will be presenting on my thesis, a choice-based approach for schedule thinning treatments for multiply maintained destructive behavior. Through the use of a functional analysis, clinicians can identify the function of one's challenging behavior. Occasionally, a functional analysis may demonstrate more than one function for an individual's challenging behavior. A multiple schedule is a common treatment used for challenging behavior to teach an individual to discriminate between alternating periods where the reinforcer is available, signaled here by the presence of the blue card, and periods where the reinforcer is unavailable, signaled here by the presence of the yellow card. The goal of this treatment being that the amount of time that the reinforcer is unavailable increases while challenging behavior remains low, also known as reinforcement schedule thinning. For a second function, a similar arrangement could be used with a different colored stimuli, signaling the availability of the second functional reinforcer. The literature still lacks the answers to many questions about best practices when treating multiply maintained challenging behavior. One way we could begin to answer some of those questions is by allowing the individual to choose. Therefore, the purpose of the present study was to identify an individual's relative preference throughout two concurrent thinning arrangements, as well as evaluate the feasibility of incorporating choice as a schedule thinning criterion. The current study used pre-session choice trials to assess an individual's preference, as well as guide schedule thinning. During guided choice trials, the therapist instructed the participant to choose between the two discriminative stimuli that signaled the availability of each functional reinforcers. And then they prompted the participant to choose a predetermined stimulus, at which point the participant would experience the condition associated with the chosen stimulus. A guided choice trial to each condition occurred prior to each free choice trial. However, in a free choice trial, the participant is able to independently choose a stimulus, at which point the participant would experience the condition associated with the chosen stimulus. If the participant displayed low levels of destructive behavior within the free choice session, the reinforcement schedule for the chosen condition would thin. These are the data for one of our participants, however, these results are representative of the general findings across all four. We analyzed the data in many ways, however, a cumulative record of choice seemed more fitting for this brief of a presentation. These are the only data from the free choice sessions, since those are the sessions in which schedule thinning was based off of. As shown here, this participant demonstrated an overwhelming preference for one functional reinforcer over the other, even when the intention condition reached a much leaner schedule than the tangible condition. That is, a disruption in preference was not observed despite the disparate rates of reinforcement across conditions. This pattern of overwhelming preference was demonstrated across all four participants. Additionally, by making a quality manipulation to the lower preferred condition, we were able to disrupt the patterns of choice. We were able to disrupt this pattern with a quality manipulation with 3 out of the 4 participants. All 4 of our participants had the same 2 functions. However, which function was higher preferred varied across participants. Interestingly, marked differences in reinforcement density across the 2 functional reinforcers did not disrupt choice patterns for any of our participants. However, quality manipulations to the lower preferred did disrupt choice patterns for 3 of the 4. Additionally, we observed that efficiency of responding during baseline conditions did not predict relative preference for the functional reinforcers. This may suggest a notable difference in the reinforcing efficacy across functional reinforcers, of which we as a field should look further into.